That which you're looking for is already here now. You see? So if you don't go into stories of past and projections of future, what do you find right now? The self that we are trying to realize must be the self here now. If this is not the self, there is no self. Forget about it. If that which is here now is not the self, then there is no self. And not no self in the way that Buddhists say no self. That's a different terminology. What is here right now, before you can go to your some sensation, some emotion, some thought, what is here before that? You will not find it that way. You will not find it in the going, you see, with anything. I feel this, I think this. You will not find it that way in your feelings and your thinking. What is before that? You see? And once you become comfortable in a way to say with what is before that, then it will stop mattering so much which feelings are coming, which thoughts are coming. All these concepts won't be so important now. And it is a habit, I know this, because we are used to, in this worldly life, used to getting things by going after them outwardly. You see? You want a degree, then you study, take an exam, get the degree. You see? Anything you want to achieve. You want relationship, you put profile on marriage site or dating site, and then see the responses and work with that. This is completely different. We are not going to get it that way. We are going to get it this way. What is prior to even the decision of what to do or not to do? What is prior to that? What is at the background of all of this appearance? What is at the root of all of this appearance? Is it not you? Are you not here? We are looking for ourselves. We are looking for ourselves. Someone said, very beautiful example. He said, which mountain do the shoes have to walk around to find the shoes? What are you looking for? Yourself. Where will you find it? Outside? By doing something, you will find yourself. What must you be first, before anything else? What must you be? What is the point of telling you all of this? The point is that there is a self which is playing as consciousness, which is then playing as a person. And the game that we are playing now is the person trying to become the self. You see? This will never happen. The fallacy will never become the reality. The fallacy only has to be dropped. You see? What are you before you pick up the fallacy? Are you not aware of your existence? That which is aware is the self. What does it mean for the person? Nothing. Can it help the person in any way? Not really. So is our need for self-discovery still driven by giving something to the person? Once I find the self, then I'll have my infinite bowl of Amrit, and then I will be the happiest person on earth. Is that still the overriding desire to give something to the person? And all the frustration with the spiritual journey, with the master, with the teaching, with yourself, all of that comes because this one that we have been catering to for so long is not getting it. You see? Or even if it claims to be getting it, it is not getting the confirmation from the master that I'm getting it. You see? It's very frustrating. But I get it, I get it. No, no, not you. You see? Still not you. If there's a personal sense of getting that you got this, that is also to be thrown away. Now I find that I am awareness. Now I become awareness. Now I'm operating only from awareness. All of this is also rubbish. You see, it is also rubbish. Because the I is still participating in that, this little one. It's like the toenail saying that today I'm going to walk this way to satsang or that way. The toenail doesn't decide these things. So now I have decided to live only as awareness. It's also part of the fallacy. And it's very frustrating. So what to do now? You tell me what to do. You said abide in awareness. Now I'm abiding. I'm doing my best to abide. You see? You have to just smell a little more and see where this eye, what this eye is smelling like. You see? Is it still smelling personal? And your nose will tell you actually, not this physical nose. But you know in your heart. You might try to deny it all that you like with the mind, but you know exactly what is going on in your heart actually. And when I refer to heart, I'm referring to your intuitive heart, intuition, not your emotional heart. The emotional center can be as wayward as the mind actually, even more sometimes. You see? But that presence, which is your own existence, is the supreme intelligence of this universe. So instead of trying to take charge of your spiritual journey, you drop it. You see? Even now, instead of trying to understand and execute what is being said, just come into this simple allowing. You see? Just come into a simple allowing. Allowing means what? Allow all thoughts to just come and go. Allow your attention also to move naturally. Allow your body movements the way they have to move. You see? Whatever emotions are playing, sensations are playing, allow them. Allow the outside world to appear as it is appearing. Allow this body to react as it is reacting. Come into this simple allowing. This non-resistive, I don't want to call it state, this non-resistance itself is your natural nature, sahaj, you see. Is the most natural to you. Drop all effort. And some fear might come. And I don't want to belabor this point, because if I keep saying some fear might come, some fear might come, then you'll project that. But if some of you are experiencing it, then know that nothing will be harmed. It's all auspicious. Don't fear the fear. Even if it seems like the ground is shaking under you, allow it. In this simple naturalness, you will find that all this effort to become a person, to pretend to become a person, will start to seem more and more alien to you. Will start to seem more and more effortful to you. It will seem like a waste of time, actually. Why would you want to? And in this simple, natural state of allowing, all insights will also emerge. Freshness will be there. And this movie will become much more enjoyable. Because we're not trying to predict every scene. What is the next scene going to be like? Tell me, tell me. And it's just fresh. We don't know right now who is going to speak in the next few minutes and what they are going to say. Isn't that so wonderful? This not knowing. If we just already knew what the whole day would be like, and we're just going through the motions of the day. So when we don't have fear about something happening to us, you see, then we can truly enjoy the movie. If we're trying to protect this me, this non-existent one, and leading our life, catering to this one, you see, then we are fearful. What is the next moment going to bring? You see, what is the agenda for the retreat? Are you going to become really harsh on me tomorrow? These kind of fears will come. And we're no longer catering to this me. Then what is there? And all I'm asking is that we stop catering to that which we cannot find in the first place. You see? Someone was saying the other day, also again I've heard this many, many times over the last 3 years, that if ego is also consciousness, why are you always so harsh with the ego? But it is just make-believe, that's why. I'm trying to show you that it is just make-believe. There is no tangible ego. You see? It is not even the situation where you say that, you know, you forgive the sinner. You see? It is not even that situation like there is a sinner, and of course the most beautiful way to deal with that is with compassion. In the world it is spoken like this, isn't it? But it is not even that case. We cannot find this one. That's what I'm trying to show you. There is no cat. Now if you keep believing that you're a Martian, you see, if you keep believing that you're a Martian, and then you come and say, but even this belief is consciousness, then what can I tell you? I'm just showing you that you are not a Martian, you are not this person. You see? Even the presumption that you are a person is a play of consciousness, agreed. You see? But if you were to wake up tomorrow and you woke up under a spell, you see, and all of you said that I am from Mars, I want to go back to my house in Mars, I'm missing it too much. What would be the most compassionate way to deal with you? Would it be to cater to your Martian identity and say, okay, let's try to build a spaceship? It would not be, no. It would be to tell you, look, you are not a Martian. And you say, oh, why are you so harsh with a Martian? I was saying, just look, it's a lie that you are a Martian. That's all that is happening here. Nobody is being harsh with anyone. We are just looking at that which is false and saying it is false. That which is a lie and saying it is a lie. You see? Isn't it? If your children have a imaginary friend who started off all fine, but now is just scary to the child, would you not tell the child, hey, it's imaginary, don't believe it. It's just your own projection, and you've given it too much belief. So now you believe it, whatever it is saying. You see? And then the whatever it is saying seems like it is too much. So the child gets overwhelmed. That's what used to happen, you see. I started off by saying, don't believe your thoughts. Then everybody came back saying, but it's too much. There are too many thoughts. So then what to do with the imaginary friend? Okay, don't believe the next thing it is saying. At least that much we can do, isn't it? You see? So, don't believe your next thought. Then this false imaginary friend, which is claiming to be you yourself, cannot be nourished. The identity cannot grow like that. So all that is happening here is this. To see, I say, look, look, you are not that one. That is the recognition. I have given you the tools to look. How to look also we've shown you. Isn't it? So the first part is look, who are you really? You see? So as you look, then as it is, belief in the fall starts to fall. Once you see you are not a Martian, you see, then the Martian belief starts to disintegrate. You see? But because so much has been believed in the past, that is why it is important also to drop any future nourishment to this Martian conditioning. Otherwise, the spiritual journey will keep going on and on. You see? I can give you a practice. Every day you do 10 minutes, you come to the recognition of who you are. The rest of the day, you are again filling yourself up with egoic conditioning. You see? So how does it end? Never. Because you get rid of whatever has been filled up the previous day with your 10 minutes of practice. Then the rest of the day, you go about as if you're the ego. You see? So if I wanted hundreds of thousands of followers, I would just do that. Make you taste the honey every day. You see, give you some sense of peace from that previous day's conditioning. And then I know the rest of the day you will go about your thing, you will build up more drama in your life, and you will come next day again with bucket full of conditioning, then do the practice, throw it up. Okay? It's a fail-safe model. And I'm not saying there's anything fundamentally wrong with it, but I'm saying the urge here is not for that. The urge here is to show you who you are, and also show you don't need to pick up any of the false stuff. And whatever little bit you do pick up, just a simple inquiry, who is it? Who is here, really? Can drop that. You see? So both the recognition, I am not the Martian, and the dropping of the false Martian conditioning is possible right now. You see? And when it gets picked up, you can also be let go. And you know what the best news is? The best news is that this moment is your best friend. In this moment, all that was past is gone. All our ideas about ourselves, right now, gone. See? If I say, tell me your ideas about yourself, you first have to think about it. They're not here. You have to go to that and pull it. You see? So you have to wait for some thought to come, pull at that, and then the whole stream of conditioning seems to be available. Can it be this simple? That the recognition of who you are is possible right now, and also the conditioning is wiped off. You see? Actually, self-realization is the simplest thing. That is why it is impossible for the mind. It is too simple. All that is needed is right now check what is here, who am I, And don't buy any story that the mind is selling you. If you don't want to buy, nobody can force you to buy. This is a lie we tell ourselves. Oh, I'm just forced to believe. I'm just forced to believe. You see? Because that who has the power of belief is not some mere mortal, it is consciousness. The person does not have the power to believe. You see? But it has the power to believe that it does not have the power of dropping these beliefs. They are too strong for me. It has the power to believe all of these things. It wants to play like that. But I cannot believe you when you say these things. Because that which believes or does not believe is consciousness itself. So for those who have been with me for some time, you see, and they come to me still with some story, I say, sometimes I just say, I don't believe you. Radha once, and I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this, but we were in Rishikesh, and she will write to me on Facebook, there's lots I have to share with you. So much has been happening here. I'm picking up so much. So then we were walking on the Ganga Ghats, and she shared something. And I said, actually, you know what? I don't believe any of this. But Father, it's true. You see? Then I said, I know that you believe it to be true, but really none of this is really true. Because even with our belief, can we harm what we really are? Can we actually become the ego? We cannot. We can only be this being, and ultimately that which is aware even of this being.